critical shortage of drinking water is looming in Ukraine. According to the reporting of journalist Igor Bondarenko, the Association of Water Supply Systems of Ukraine, or Asociacja Wodokanaliu Ukrainy, has issued a warning that the availability of drinking water may be greatly reduced as early as mid-July in many regions of Ukraine, and some cities may end up without any drinking water at all. The problem stems from a critical shortage of liquid chlorine, which is used by most water treatment facilities in Ukraine to disinfect water and to make it safe to drink. The Dnipro-based company Dnipro Azot is the sole producer of liquid chlorine in Ukraine, meaning that it has a monopoly on its production. On June 16th, Dnipro Azot announced that it was halting its production and distribution operations. According to company management, this radical decision was made as a result of the Ukrainian government's recent increase in the price of natural gas for industrial enterprises.
Нафтогаз Украины поднял цены на природный газ, что является основным сырьем для нашего предприятия, более чем на 2500 гривен. И, к сожалению, экономика показывает просто невообразимые глубокие убытки и невозможность дальнейшей работы предприятия.
The recent increase in the price of natural gas is reportedly part of the Ukrainian government's program to regulate natural gas prices, since the regulation of natural gas prices is a requirement of the International Monetary Fund. But it is plausible that Dnipro Azot might be capitalizing on the circumstances and its monopoly status in order to negotiate, some might even say extort, a better price for themselves for natural gas. As a result of this situation, the Dnipro Azot workers have been left without work. The water treatment facilities have been left with only meager supplies of liquid chlorine. And since there is no easy way of importing liquid chlorine from abroad, people throughout Ukraine may soon end up without drinking water. The overwhelming majority of water treatment facilities in Ukraine use liquid chlorine to disinfect water, and they will all be affected by the current crisis. However, the water treatment facility in Lutsk, in the Volhynia region in western Ukraine, is an exception. It will continue its operations without any stoppages. For more than 5 years now, this facility has been using a green technology that was developed by a Ukrainian company. This facility disinfects water using regular table salt.
Приходиться працівникам вручну перегружати тонни солі, але це більш надійне, як показало сьогодення, обладнання і більш-менш ми хоч з даної ситуації уникли певних негараздів.
The lack of potable water is generally seen as a third world or quote-unquote other people's problem. The current water crisis in Ukraine underscores the faulty logic of such an assumption. And water shortages caused by a variety of factors, such as biological or chemical contamination or geographic limitations, to name but a few, are not a new phenomenon in Ukraine. So water problems will certainly continue there, and also in all parts of the world. For the situation to get better, we need to value the water that we have and that we get, and we should not take its potability for granted. And we, especially we Ukrainians, should use our high intelligence and level of skill to come up with practical and efficient solutions in a concerted and global-minded way that will benefit the most, not just the select few. I'm Tania Stech, and this was Ukraine in the News.
Канал 1+1 тепер доступний на Bell International Programming.